They constantly confuse your mind. They make you question yourself. They drain your energy. Are you caught in the middle of a narcissist's subtle yet ruthless games? Carl Jung's depth psychology can offer you unexpected weapons to understand this dark dance and break free from their toxic web. Get ready to see behind their masks and reclaim your power. That enchanting first meeting, the intense attention that made you feel like the center of the world. Then slowly, those subtle criticisms, those accusations, those confusing double standards began. That emotional roller coaster where you felt lifted to the skies one moment and plunged into the abyss the next. Have you started to doubt your own sanity? Are you the one constantly apologizing, constantly trying to explain yourself? These are just a few of the most telling signs that you're in a game masterfully orchestrated by a narcissist. In their world, you exist to meet their needs, their lack of empathy, their endless craving for validation, and their intolerance of criticism turn your relationships into a minefield. They devalue you, isolate you, and eventually make you question your very self. This isn't just dealing with a difficult person. This is a psychological war waged against your soul. And in this war, conventional logic or good intentions often fail. So, how can Carl Jung help you understand this complex and destructive personality structure? While Jung didn't frequently use the term narcissistic personality disorder in its modern sense, his concepts of the shadow, persona, and especially the inflated ego and archetypal power projections offer an invaluable framework for understanding and dealing with narcissistic dynamics. According to Jung, beneath the narcissist's grandiose exterior lies an underdeveloped self, a deep void and insecurity. Instead of confronting their own inner feelings of worthlessness, they try to compensate by belittling, manipulating, and dominating others. Their inflated ego is actually a false fortress built over an extremely fragile inner world. They are often possessed by a shadow version of their own God complex or hero archetype. Recognizing a narcissist's games is your first line of defense. Here are some common tactics, interpreted from a Jungian perspective. Gaslighting. They make you question your perception of reality. I never said that. You're being overly sensitive. You're misremembering everything. This is a conscious or unconscious attempt to weaken your persona and your connection to reality. By projecting their own shadow onto you, they try to make you feel flawed and unstable. Love bombing and devaluation. At the beginning of the relationship, they shower you with gifts and compliments. This is a phase where they project an idealized self-image onto you. However, when this idealization collapses because no one is perfect, a brutal devaluation begins. Their persona cracks and the void beneath is exposed. Triangulation. They try to make you feel devalued and insecure by comparing you to others, an ex, a friend, a colleague, or by bringing a third person into your dynamic. This is a power play they use to feed their fragile ego and keep you under control. Blame and projection. They never accept their own mistakes or negative traits. Instead, they project everything onto you or others. This is the clearest indication of their avoidance of confronting their own shadow. Boundary violations. They disrespect your personal boundaries. They recklessly intrude upon your time, energy, and emotional space. This is a result of their inflated ego and their tendency to see others as extensions of themselves. Here's one of the harshest truths you need to face. You cannot win this game by reasoning with a narcissist, by trying to change them, or by showing them the right way. Their primary motivation is to protect their fragile ego and maintain their superiority. Your feelings, your needs, or your reality are secondary to them. Every argument you enter into with them is a new opportunity for them to display their manipulation skills. Every reaction you give them feeds their game. As Jung might say, it's nearly impossible to communicate on a conscious level with someone governed by their unconscious. In a narcissist's world, Reality is what they perceive it to be, and they will do anything to protect that perception. Trying to heal or save them will only drag you deeper into exhaustion. So, how can you break free from this toxic dynamic? Jung's teachings not only help you understand the narcissist, but also empower you to find your own inner strength and disrupt these games. Know and own your shadow. Narcissists often manipulate you by triggering your shadow aspects, e.g., feelings of worthlessness, guilt, excessive empathy. When you confront and integrate your own shadow, there are fewer hooks for the narcissist's manipulations to catch on to. The better you know yourself, the more resilient you become to their distortions. Develop a strong persona and healthy boundaries. Jung stated that a healthy persona is necessary for interacting with the external world. This allows you to set clear and unwavering boundaries with the narcissist. Learn to say no and stand by that no. Your boundaries are a shield protecting your psychological space. Reflect their projections back. Consciously, when the narcissist projects their negative traits onto you, "You're so selfish, you always cause problems," realize that these accusations are actually about themselves. By remaining calm and not buying into their reality, you can break the power of these projections. Use clear statements like, "That's your interpretation," or "I don't see it that way." Do not react emotionally. Employ emotional detachment, the gray rock method. Narcissists thrive on drama and intense emotional reactions. By behaving as uninterestingly, unresponsive, and uninterestingly as possible towards them like a gray rock, you cut off this supply. This can lead them to lose interest and seek other targets. Connect to your inner authority. Jung's self-archetype is the center of your inner wisdom and wholeness. Do not tie your worth or your reality to a narcissist's approval or judgment. Trust your own inner compass. Meditation, inner work, and self-compassion strengthen this connection. Go no contact if necessary. Often, the healthiest way to deal with a narcissist, especially if the relationship is abusive, is to cut off all contact. This is the most powerful step you can take to protect your own mental health and well-being. Disrupting a narcissist's games isn't just about getting rid of them. It's about rediscovering your own inner strength, your boundaries, and your authentic self. Carl Jung's profound analyses can guide you through this challenging process, helping you understand the complex dynamics of your own psyche and become a more conscious, more powerful individual. Remember, a narcissist's darkness does not define you. Your light comes from your own inner wholeness and truth. This inner exploration is just the beginning. There are countless more truths awaiting you in the chaotic depths of your soul. Have you ever had to deal with a narcissist? What tactics did they use, and how did you cope with the situation? Share your experiences and your thoughts on Jung's insights on this topic in the comments. We have so much to learn from each other's stories. If this video helped you understand narcissistic dynamics and realize your own power, don't forget to subscribe to Chaotic Depths and like this video to help spread this important information. Because knowledge is your most powerful defense.